Crystal Wade here with Let's Wade In. So glad you could join us today. What do you do when people in your home or school or work are in a conflict? What do you do? I mean, nobody wants to stay in a place where people are yelling at each other and in conflict. So what do you do? One option is just to dive right in there. And let's hear what Scripture says about that. Proverbs 26:17. Get this. Like one who seizes a dog by the ears is a passerby who meddles in a quarrel that is not his own. So when people around you are in a conflict and you just dive right in there, it's like grabbing a dog by the ears. And do you know what happens when you grab a dog by the ears? It bites you. That hurts. That's not that great. So if you don't want to get bitten, a conflict aimed at you, don't jump into a conflict that's not yours, okay? That's a good one. So what do you do when you hear people yelling at each other in conflict and you can't really get away? You can send up an S.O.S. Now, I don't know if you've heard of Morse code, but so in ancient technology for you, they used to send dots and dashes, and this combination of dots and dashes would be formed into letters that would be messages. And now this, I know, it was very, very rudimentary, very old, very different from what we have today, but it worked, okay? And so one of the messages that was known around the world was S.O.S, and it stood for Save Our Ship. And that became known as an international distress call, which is like what we would have today as 911, an emergency call. So an SOS is an emergency call. So what do you do with your SOS? You take that in the middle of that conflict straight to your Father, and you say this from your heart, and you mean it. Father, please help. Father, help. Father, help them. However you want to say it and whoever's involved. So if you're involved, just even if you're in the middle of the conflict, you just quietly go up in your spirit. And by that, I mean, you just don't even say it out loud if you're in the middle of it. And you say, Father, help. And if it's for other people, you say, Father, help them. And you can add a please on there too if you have a moment. And in that very moment, He will send help to you. He will send help to those who need it. He knows who needs the help because He sees all and He knows all. So when you direct your SOS call to Him, He will get the help to those who need it. And I have seen this used many times on multiple occasions, and it works. Not because it's magic words, but if you mean it from your heart and you send up that emergency signal, Father will answer and things will get calmer. They will start to come into alignment. They will die down. Something will shift. Help will come. Okay? So you remember your SOS call. You have that. You're armed with it in your EDC, your everyday carry. Okay? Put this in your EDC and carry it with you every day. All right? So you'll have it when you need it. So remember, go with God and go for the gold.